Oopa, 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 oopa. Hello, everyone. Welcome to BayernNow, the ultimate Bayern Munich fan channel. Now, Bayern Munich are looking set to be missing out on Upamecano and and Havertz. Upamecano and Upamecano. But we will be doing live call-ins, so if you haven't joined the Discord, you're gonna need to join it. I'm gonna be taking calls. Let me grab my headphones. I'm gonna be taking calls for this, so I hope it's something different, just to just include everyone that watches the stream, because it can't just be me and I get bored talking. So let's try to see if a lot of you can show up on the Discord. But if you do want to join the call-ins, the Discord link, if you're in the Discord, I'll tell you when, but in a few minutes. So based on what I'm hearing now, I mean, it looks like Bayern aren't, that overly invested in this Kai Havertz. Maybe that's just because Sane is the main focus right now. But it looks like we're not focused on Upamecano or Kai Havertz. There hasn't been much news coming out, and there hasn't been that much coming out. So it looks like there's no real focus on those two, Kai and Upamecano, who are players that a lot of us would rather have in a year or two. So let me show up the graphics. I couldn't be bothered to change them, so here we go. That's Upamecano, and a player that we all know the ability of. I mean, this guy can pass. I mean, have you seen the game versus Leipzig where we played them? Oh, he dribbled the crap out of us and he pocketed Lewandowski. I mean, Upamecano is a player of incredible quality. Kai Havertz, 20 years old, he's gonna cost 100 million. I think he could cost less, but it might be that Bayer Leverkusen want 100 million now, but we're only willing to pay so much. So you don't know with these things. So yeah, it looks like we are not completely sold on these two. That's what it looks like. So if you want to join the live call-in, the Discord link. The Discord link for the live call-ins. You should just click on the Bayern live viewer call-in. That's the name on the Discord. So if you click on that, you should be able to join the call-in. I'm going to type it in the comments there, but I'd like to hear your opinions. So just click on the BayernNow live call-ins, please. Imagine no one clicks. But yeah, this story with the Upamecano stuff, it's just cooled down. I mean, there was a day where Bild, kicker, not kicker, right? Who was it? Every single news source that was credible, L'Equipe from France, were saying Upamecano is set to join Bayern Munich. But that didn't seem to be the case. Maybe Leipzig and Leverkusen are holding out for financial recovery of the market. I think so, because RB Leipzig are a team with good sponsors. They don't need money. They're not going to be financially insolvent. They don't need that money. So maybe that's where the whole thing is coming from. Bayer Leverkusen as well. They're not poor. So everyone, join the live call-in, one person at a time. So if you can, join the Discord, and yeah, you can click. All you have to do is just click on the Discord and click on BayernNow live viewership. You know what? Actually, I should probably share it, but you should be able to click on it if you click on the Discord, because I want to hear your opinions. I want to hear what you have planned for the transfer window if you are a Bayern chief executive in transfers. I hope you're doing well. I'm doing great, man. I have been just focusing on just enjoying myself because the league is coming back. Oh, I'm counting down. 6 days from now, we're going to have a Dortmund versus Schalke watch along. So that's going to be superb. Nah, seriously, I need one person. One person has to join this call-in, man. One of you has to join this call-in. I'm not going to rest until someone joins the call-in because I made this so people could join the call-in. Let me try to set up, let's try and set that up. I'll show you how to use the Discord thing to get on the live show. How does that work? I might as well display capture then. Okay. Yeah, I guess on Discord you would just have to go here, and if you're on your phone, you click on this, and it should connect you, and that's how you get into the live show. And I'm already in it. I'm muted. So get into the live show, everyone. That's how you do that. So yeah, on that side, please get in the Discord. Even Cone versus Mainz, I'm buzzing. I mean, I'm buzzing for just anything right now. So yeah, I'm ready for this. I'd like to hear your opinions, man. Imagine this fails and no one joins. I did this for you guys because I thought it'd be a sick idea for people to join the live calling. I thought it'd be sick. I'm gonna wear my headphones now because one person might just join in and start talking. But yeah, the problem with waiting for these transfers is we have to get Sane done. I'm buzzing for McDonald's or some wow, roasted chicken. Yeah, so I'm just, this Sane thing has just taken over the news. What teams? It's only Sane right now. I love the attention the Bundesliga is getting. I love that, but at the same time, Bayern Munich is the only club that's getting all the attention. If we sign Leroy Sané, that's an automatic 3 million followers on the Bayern Instagram. Like he's gonna bring that, that extra bit of international. That's what the Bayern board meant when they said international star. So please, everyone join the call in. It's gonna be sick. I'm waiting. Join the Discord. I'm gonna post the link again because someone might want to still join it because I won't wait until I hear someone give their opinion. Dembele to Bayern. Usman, you don't want me to delete that comment because I didn't just hear what you just said, but you just said Usman Dembele. Have you not had enough with Kingsley Coman? You should have had enough. I'm gonna invite you. Please join the call in right there. That's the link for it. I'll keep doing it, man. I need someone to come on this channel from the audience, from the live viewers, from the Discord. You can exit the stream. You don't have to be watching it. You don't have to listen to yourself. But it'd be nice to get some people to voice out their opinion on Bayern's transfers because ultimately we might not be getting Havertz and also Upamecano. It could be this window that we're not getting them, but maybe what if next January when the market is a lot more stable? I would if I could. Yeah, I mean, sure. Best thing is him and Goretzka are Schalke products. Be some chemistry with Davies, Goretzka, and Sane. Yeah, Sane is, he. There's sources coming out. I'll talk about it tomorrow. I was hoping I'd talk about it tomorrow. But there's sources with Sam Lee, who's a correspondent for The Athletic, who are very great journalists thing. They do very good work. At The Athletic, Sam Lee, the correspondent for City, has basically come out and said, you know what? Sane only sees himself going to Bayern, and there's an agreement in principle, which is all that's all been the news. And yeah, The Athletic are decent. Yeah, they also bring out some of the most relevant stories, some in detailed stories. They do the most background work. So what they're saying is that the only thing that needs to be agreed on now is the transfer fee, which City are willing to negotiate with Bayern, which is very different from what all the things were coming. Upamecano or Konate? That's a good question though, because there's a difference. I still don't have a graphic for Konate, but they look the same. So Upamecano, here's Konate. So Ibrahima Konate here on the screen. Shh, I'm not racist. Ibrahima Konate there on the screen. He would probably cost us around he'd cost us more than Upamecano because he doesn't have a release clause, not that I know of, and he'd cost us a lot more. But what the thing with Konate is we already have a Konate type in Niklas Süle, right? Someone who steps out of the big physical all the time. Upamecano is that ball progressor that we need, and you don't need a Konate, you need an Upamecano for that team. And he would fit us perfectly well. He's like 6'2" or 6'1", so he has the height. So I think it's Upamecano. So look, I'm still waiting for people to join the live call in. If you want to join it, it's just on the Discord. You click on it, and on the live shows tab, you have the BayernNow live viewer call in. You click on that, and it should connect you, and we should be talking. So I'm waiting for people to connect. The link is in the chat, so there's no reason why I shouldn't have 20 billion people. No, I thought it was a good idea. I thought it was a superb idea. So yeah, I mean, what is everyone's opinions on us only signing 2 players this window? It looks more likely that we will only sign 2. So I don't know, man. I was kind of hoping when Hansi Flick said he demanded 4 to 5 signings. I'm sure that was when he didn't assume there would be a coronavirus crisis in the entire world. So that definitely, has a say on it. Basuga introverted. If I totally budge that name. If Boateng and Alaba leaves, Upamecano is a must. If Boateng and Javi Martinez leave as well, those two, because they're both playing center back for the majority of games that they play. Boateng right now is a starter. For me, I want Upamecano so bad because I know this club. We all know this club, but we're so stuck up in this positivity period that we forget who we are. We forget that we're injury FC. We forget that, you know what, Niklas Süle, he got the same injury and he was out for months and we had to make a makeshift back line. If we had Süle, maybe we win games by not conceding 2 goals sometimes, or we would have more clean sheets. You never know. Maybe we'd be better off with Niklas Süle than Boateng. So we do get a lot of injuries, but people are so stuck up in the positivity now that they forget that we're Bayern Munich. We'll get a lot of injuries. And we will. It's a fact. We will get a lot of injuries. Since no one's going to join the call-in, which I thought it was a cool idea, I'll just keep talking. And I'll just keep taking the live comments because that's more interesting since no one's joining the Discord. It's free. Guys, Discord is free. It's free. It's free. All you have to do is click on the link, man, in the chat, the Discord link, and you should go to the BayernNow Discord. And we should talk about transfers live on the show, man. That would be fun. I thought it was fun because I thought it was fun. Now it's fluked out. Can we get an F in the chat, man? It's fluked out. No one's joining. And it's free. I would see it. We would be talking on air. People would be watching us talk. And everyone could get a chance to have their say on this transfer stuff. Because I genuinely want to hear everyone's. Yeah, it is sad. I genuinely want to hear people's transfer list. Some people want De Bruyne. Some people are genuinely, interested in Kevin De Bruyne. Some people, that's why I love fan opinions, man. I think some opinions are stupid. I've had arguments on Twitter. I'm like, this guy's stupid. I bet they're thinking the same thing about my opinions. So there's a lot of opinions that we have in football that are stupid. But it's always nice to be able to share them. But yeah, that's something that happens all the time. I'm not sad. I would exaggerate it though. But yeah, we have so many things. Your opinion is stupid. Thank you, because that means your opinion is different, and I respect different opinions. It's very good to have different opinions, because imagine if everyone just thought Lionel Messi is the best player in the world. That would be so dumb, because then you wouldn't have different viewpoints and different perspectives. Salamander said they want to sign an international star and a top talent from Europe. Sergio Dest isn't a top talent from Europe. When top talent from Europe means one of the best players in Europe. So you can't be a top talent in Europe if you're not one of the best players in Europe. That's, what I mean? You have to be, world class. I mean, if you want to be a top talent, you can't just be. Sergio Dest is a prospect. He's not playing for Atletico Madrid, and he's the best. We're not getting Renan Lodi, who's a top talent from Europe. There's a difference. There's levels to this. He's playing in the Eredivisie. He's barely even starting for Ajax. Has no one noticed? There's different people in his position for Ajax. Unai Simon Bilbao, keeper, under 21, Athletic, must have been laughing off all the way to the bank selling Kepa. I mean, that's true. Kepa. There's so many transfers. But if you look into it, look at the transfer window. It's only Bayern and Sané right now. I guess we're saucing up the market because Real Madrid aren't linked to anyone, if you've noticed. City, Liverpool, even Liverpool who are into Upamecano, it's not even that big. Arsenal are linked to Thomas Partey. It's not as big as Bayern and Sané. This transfer window, we will own it. We're owning this transfer window as we're going to own the Champions League. As next year, imagine we have the team that we're planning to have next year. That would be insane. You look like Charlie Musonda. You can genuinely just find random look, you can literally look at Will Smith and you'd find something in me that looks a bit like him. You can find there's the guy from Get Out. I look like him too. You can find any black guy and I would look like him. That's the facts. So leave a like on the video. Let's get to 12 likes. He said about Cousins, he's a top talent. He barely played. I think the question is what Hassan thinks is a top talent. Yeah, a top talent for me is someone who's international already. I want someone who's bringing, assist, helping his team do something. That's what for me is a top talent, not just a player that's, good. So yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know. We get a lot of these top, these conversations about top players, but we don't really have that many. Hakimi, maybe it could be Hakimi. That would be a very big surprise. If we signed Akraf Hakimi, that's one of those statement signings, the same way as a Sane. That's a statement signing, right? We signed Ian Robin, he was getting injured a lot, but that acted as a statement signing, right? When you sign certain types of players like a Gutsa, that's a statement signing that we're ready to go, right? You sign these players and it's a statement signing. So Hakimi would be an even bigger statement signing than Sane, because Hakimi is one of the best players, left right back wise in Europe. If you think about it, he has the most open play assists as a right back, I think, in Europe. And he's also one of the most exceptional talents in the Bundesliga, which automatically makes Akraf Hakimi one of the best in Europe. So when you talk about these, top talents, for me, if we signed Akraf Hakimi, the amount of Moroccan fans the amount of, I don't know, it's crazy. So, we maybe it could be Hakimi. Gutsa was a warfare signing, harmed BVB no end. Well, that was a Pep type of thing. Pep Guardiola ruined Mario Gutsa. But you know what Guts has said about Pep? He's a brilliant tactician, but his non-empathetic way of managing ruined Pep. I think that's his thing with Pep. He's not empathetic. The Barcelona team he had the same thing happened to Samuel Eto'o. I mean, so many players have said, even players that like Pep say he doesn't have a friendly relationship with players. Tristan, just imagine if Salamander's top international talent was Mbappe. I could dream. I wouldn't mind seeing Kylian. I think we could pull it off if we just spend 300 million. I tried spending 300 million on. I've been trying to get Mbappe for seasons on Football Manager, and each time I gave PSG 200 million, and then I just decided, I'm gonna give you three. I had 300 million the summer before, and then they accepted it. Haaland's pissed off at me now. So let's get to 10 likes, everyone. I'm gonna kneel down. My knees are gone. I went outside and finally played after, literally months staying inside. You know what? I forgot how to juggle. My first touch is still here. I can still ping. I'm a passer of the ball, so I can still do what I can do on the pitch. But I can't juggle. I forgot how to, because I don't know how to do around the world. I've never known it because I don't care about those. I'm not a freestyler. But I have a lot of tricks on the pitch. I don't know why. I can do elasticos. I can do little sombreros. I can even just make tricks out of nowhere with back heel flicks. I can do rainbows over the top of players. I can only do it on the pitch. I can never do it when I want to. You know what I mean? I only do it on command. If you see the City documentary, you see that not many players respect Pep. Yeah, that's the thing. Pep isn't a respect commander. When Jupp Heynckes, happy 75th birthday to Jupp Heynckes. I wanted to make a video, and I think I still will, but maybe let's just talk a little bit about Jupp Heynckes. Happy 75th birthday to him. Jupp Heynckes commanded respect in the dressing room. Players come out and say, even though he wasn't the greatest tactician, he was a tactician though, but he was the most nicest, coolest human being, man. I did say let's get to 10 likes. It's always good. You have to help yourself first before other people help you. So now it's 15 likes. I'll go leave a like on the video just to kickstart the campaign. Get George to 5 billion likes. Yep, I've liked my own video to kickstart the campaign to 15 likes. Jupp, what a man. He was a legend. Yeah, man. If Jupp Heynckes was here longer, and had the team that Pep had, and if Jupp had think about it. If Jupp had the exact same team Pep had, Jupp would have taken us to levels, man. But Pep, does Jupp not have 2 UCL wins? Not many have more than one. Yeah, he does. He did get one in 1997 with Real Madrid, or 1996 or something. He won a Champions League with Real Madrid. And yeah, Jupp Heynckes is on another level. He's one of the most brilliant managers of all time. But because he didn't win the Champions Leagues, but he was here, Jupp Heynckes had to fight Jurgen Klopp just to have a treble. Because we didn't win the league 2 years before Jurgen. We didn't win in 2010 and 2011. Or was it 2011 and 12? Jurgen Klopp took that league from us, and Dortmund were one of the best teams in the world. They were really competing for everything. And then Jupp Heynckes had to fight and put a winning spirit in that team. And he made Ian Robin one of the best defensive right wingers ever. Yeah, he did show his skills to overthrow Klopp. And Jurgen Klopp, I'm sure, respects him in a way. You know, that's why I love Upamecano. That's why I think Pep Guardiola failed, because Pep took something that was an unbreakable machine and he just pressed a few buttons and broke it, man. Upamecano is the real deal. What do you think about Andrea Pereira? Let's not talk about that. Consider Andreas Pereira. We have at least 50 youngsters that are better than that kid. What do you think of Klose being... I already said it. I don't know what Miroslav Klose... I don't know what he's about. Werner would learn a lot from him. Yeah, I don't know if he's one of those coaches that isn't really like a tactical guy, and Hansi Flick's the tactician, and he can manage and he can bring player spirits up and get players to score goals and improve our attacking. Then yeah, I think that's perfect. You know, that's a perfect kind of thing, because you know, I don't know, we've lacked a lot of composure in front of goal in big games, so maybe he'll bring that. This guy won the World Cup when he was 35 years old. Miroslav Klose is a new level of footballer. So yeah, I mean, for anyone joining, I know no one's gonna join because everyone here hates me. I was trying to do a Discord live call-in, so if you want to join that, let me go ahead and just invite. If you want to join the Discord call-in, you can use the link here, and yeah, join that Discord call-in, man, and I'll be listening to you, and we can have a conversation. I want to hear who you have as your top transfers and who you want to bring in and who you'd rather have over who. You know, some people think maybe we don't buy Upamecano and maybe we keep Boateng. So click on the BayernNow live call-in discussion. I'm on there. You can see my name. Super duper Vala. Odriozola, Coutinho, Martinez, Urijk, and Perisic out. I mean, I agree with Urijk. But Perisic is going to cost us nothing almost. So I would keep Perisic, Coutinho and Odriozola, Martinez and Boateng. Oh yeah, think about it. Odriozola is leaving. That's our second choice right back. So we would need to buy a very good right back, right? At the same time, Boateng might leave. Javi Martinez might leave. There's so many players that might leave. So with this, you know, maybe we sign Kai Havertz in a year or two. Maybe we sign Upamecano in a year or two. But remember I was talking to everyone about this the other day. We almost signed Raphael Varane in 2010, I believe. And we also almost signed Koulibaly in 2016. Bayern Munich love missing out on transfers that you know we should be doing. Upamecano now. Some people are like, we should keep Boateng. We should keep and reserve Jerome Boateng. My thing is, we will miss out and regret it in 3 years when Upamecano is pocketing Joshua Zirkzee, our main starter. I don't know, in the Champions League. I don't know. It's just, we can't be waiting years for these things to happen. Havertz can wait 1 year, but we might need Upamecano. I mean, bro, think about it. We need the players. See, that's the thing. Boateng's contract expires next year. There's no talks going on about extending. So what? We'd rather not have 10 million from Boateng. Sell him for 10 million. Invest that to Upamecano, and Upamecano would just only cost about 30 million. Other than keep Boateng for a year, risk losing Upamecano to a club that actually wants to buy him, like Barcelona. Barca have Piqué, who's aging. They might buy him. Jack, who do you think the top talent is going to be? So I'm guessing the international star is going to be Sané. There's no Havertz. The videos about how we're missing out on Havertz because there hasn't been that many. The Havertz stories have slowed down. Maybe that's only because we've just been so strongly linked to Sané, and the deal is happening, and the Athletic are confirming all these little things. Sané is going to come, and they've said it's going to be a fee over just over 45 million. Sané is going to cost about 50 million. We've all talked about that. So yeah, I think that international talent, the top talent, might have to be. For me, I would dream for it to be Hakimi because I really rate Hakimi. I think he's superb. But it's going to be... Holy crap. I actually don't know. It could be Ricardo Pereira. No, I don't. It could be even João Cancelo. We're not even thinking how Bayern... We're only thinking about these young guys, but it could be someone else. Kyle Catworo. Hernandez costs too much to sit on the bench. Well, Real Madrid bought Militao for 50 million and he's sitting on the bench. Why can't we have nice things like that? And not that he's going to sit on the bench, but Alaba's playing superb. Alaba's one of the best center backs in the world. He's on top of every single center back in terms of ball progression. He's on top of your Van Dijks. He's on top of Varane, Ramos. Alaba's on top in terms of ball progression. He's brilliant defensively. Lucas Hernandez is going to work real damn hard to get his spot back because no one's just going to give it to him. But everyone, we are 323 subscribers. I want to get to 330 by today. So if you can, it would be nice to share the stream out with people. That'd be sick. Halo, pretty sure the top talent is Dest. He's not a... Yeah, that depends on how you define top talent. Top talent could just be a player that's good or, but for me a top talent is like, Renan Lodi at Atletico, like I said. Like he's a top talent because he's playing at a top level. So Gino Dest is playing for Ajax. F Desk, he's nothing special. Yeah, man, Desk isn't even starting that many. Yeah, he's a prospect, not a top talent. Dest isn't even starting that many. If we bought Sergino Dest, I think he's just gonna go on loan or something because he's gonna need 2 years to really develop and mold into a player we can start in our starting 11. Because Dest isn't even starting that many games for Ajax. Yes, he's playing a lot of games, but he hasn't even solidified his starting spot. So if Ajax are that club, they have to. And for me, man, I think the modern fullback, you have to be a bit bigger, man. You're seeing it. I mean, Trent Alexander-Arnold isn't the most brilliant defensively, but Trent is like 5'11". Robertson's like 5'11", 5'10". You have Davies is 5'11". Kimmich is 5'9", right? You have to be a bit on the, you can win headers taller. It's 5'9" for Kimmich is tall, man, for a fullback. When fullbacks used to be like 5'6", 5'5", 5'7". Under that, Dani Alves wasn't even freaking tall. So, I mean, now you're seeing fullbacks slowly get taller because, wingers are getting taller and faster and quicker and bigger. So, Sula needs to start and should start every single game. So, if we get Upamecano, he's going to sit on the bench. We might have to play with 3-man back line with Hernandez, Zula as our center back. No, that's not happening. First of all, have you forgotten what club we are? Niklas Zula, who would have guessed, would pick up an injury that kept him out for 8 months now? We would have never guessed that, but it did. It did happen. So when that happens, I'm not saying it will happen again. What about when Alaba picks up an injury and is out for 2 months? Because he usually does in a season. He's out for a month or two, right? Who are we going to bring in to play center back, right? We have to consider the fact that Davies is the only one in that back line and Pavard, they're the only two that I actually trust to stay fit. And those are the two that it looks, I don't know, man. And Alphonso Davies ain't moving anywhere. So Alaba's not going to move to left back because Davies is the best left back in the world. How can you tell the best left back in the world? Nah. I mean, yes, Alaba is one of the best left backs in the world, but Davies has absolutely... I think Davies as a footballer is better than Alaba, not in terms of technique. Alaba can take free kicks for us as a fullback. No one else can do that. But as Alaba has more experience, that's the only thing he has over Davies. But Davies is faster than Alaba. Davies is actually a bit better on the recovery tackles. Davies gives me more confidence in terms of his dribbling. I don't know. Alaba only plays for me as a center back now. But that's kind of weird saying Alaba isn't as good as Davies in terms of these little things, but that's how good they are because Alaba is one of the best left backs in the world. But for me, Davies is the best left back in the world, and Alaba's already one of the best center backs in the world this season. Kimmich has his mindset as being our DM. Don't think he'll return to right back. Yeah, which is why I don't care anymore. Let's get Hakimi. Let's get Adrian Fein to give him a bit more defensive. If we can play a 4-3-3, which it looks like Hansi Flick is trying to do, because we tried to do it a lot this season. Goretzka played a 4-3-3, So I would love us to play a 4-3-3. Are you telling me that Kai Havertz is not coming to Bayern? No, we will miss out on them on this summer because there have been a few sources saying at the beginning, a few weeks ago, before coronavirus, we were looking at 4 to 5 new signings, meaning maybe Hakimi, Upamecano. We were looking at all these players, but now I think Bayern's board is thinking, hey, financial crisis, right? Let's relax. Let's only buy Sané and a right back. I think that's where we're going with this. Süler's our best center back. He is one of our best center backs, but he's not fit right now, and you can't expect him to get. we're not a team to just ease you into playing until you get good. We expect you to get good unless we just sub you off and bring someone else in. That's how it works. I agree that Dest is more of a prospect than a top talent, but obviously Brazo says he's a top talent, so his signings look better. Yeah, I mean, if Sergino Dest comes in, he's not starting over Benjamin Pavard. There's no logic in that, right? And he's not gonna want to be a backup either because he's American. He's gonna want to be a poster boy for the American national team and also for Bayern Munich. He's gonna want to be the next Davies. But that's the thing, right? He's not gonna start over Pavard. Logically, it wouldn't make any sense. Bayern is not the type of club who's gonna spend a lot of money on players. We don't spend that much money on players, but what we do is we strategically spend. I was convinced going into this transfer window without the coronavirus that we were going to spend 300 million. Even after I constantly was saying we'll spend 300 million, but we are not. We're not going to spend 300 million because somehow we were going to get Sané for 50 million. And we just do this so well. And if you notice, I was reading a thread from a Man City fan. He was like, Bayern Munich backed City into a wall. First of all, he said that Bayern, first of all, started publicly stating out their interest. I'm sure Bayern told Goretzka, you know how on Football Manager, you tell your club captain or your influential players to tell your top target to join you. So I'm guessing Bayern told Goretzka to do all these things. You have a really good understanding of the Mia San Mia philosophy. Thank you, apart from your opinion about Pep. I mean, look, for me, it's Jupp Heynckes' birthday, and I've already said happy birthday to the guy, but I would love for him to have just continued for an extra 3 years, because I believe we would have been the dominant force of the last decade that we let Real Madrid dominate. We let Real Madrid dominate that decade, let's be honest, because we took a manager whose team, Pep left like what, a month or two before we played Barca, right? He left Barcelona. I think he resigned actually. And Pep left Barcelona. We slapped the team with his assistant coach. Was it the one that sadly died? I mean, we slapped that team 7-0. A Pep Guardiola full-on team. We slapped them up, made Lionel Messi look crap. Iniesta, Xavi, they had all the players. And we slapped them up. Played the same way Pep did. And we hired that same manager just for him to come make us be losing to Spanish teams when we were the ones known for slapping up Spanish teams. I don't know. I can't get over that with Pep, man. The Brazilian person's thread, right? Yes, that's the one I'm talking about. He just talked about how Bayern backed City into a wall. And that's ruthlessness. It was ruthless from us. And it was very aggressive. And that's why I like. Oh yeah, happy birthday, Jupp. He deserved more years. They were too hyped for Pep. Yeah, Pep Guardiola did nothing to deserve. I mean, he did, but after the 3 years he was here, I don't think based off what he did here for 3 years, I can't look at it and go, oh, thank you for what you did, Pep, because he didn't do anything for me. He took a team that was we were 2010 versus with Louis van Gaal, 2010 Champions League final. We lose it to Inter Milan. Mourinho, crap masterclass. 2012, we're in a final the next year versus in our own stadium, which I won't talk about. 2013, we win the final. We're in 3 finals in a matter of 3 years, right? And then you bring a manager in, and all of a sudden you lose 3 semifinals in a row. That's not a damn coincidence. I think Pep Guardiola just has an issue motivating his players. You look at the game versus Spurs. You don't think Jurgen Klopp, after he's up on aggregate, would go. You think Jurgen Klopp would go lose? Nah, man. Even Pep Guardiola will never get a team to go from 3-0 deficit to a 4-0 win. He would never do that. He can't. Where are you from? U.S. We really need young players. Sane is one. We really need another center back. We do. Let's see how the transfer window materializes. But let's see how it works. Nothing but love from NYC. Thank you, man. Which manager in the world do you think has the best tactics for winning? Jurgen Klopp, man. This guy, even though he lost to Atletico, the way Liverpool played Atletico, they should have won that game, first of all. The way Jurgen Klopp has the best manager. He's the best manager in the world. I don't care. Yes, I love Hansi Flick. Hansi Flick is solving our problems, and until he proves himself, more and more, and wins himself a treble, then I'll say he's the best. But Jurgen Klopp is the best manager in the world. He's better than Pep. Always has been, always will be. He can motivate. When Pep Guardiola takes minds from nothing to something, we can talk. When Pep Guardiola actually gets past the semi-final for once, a quarter-final, we can talk. Jurgen Klopp went to Liverpool and had them playing a sexy brand of football, getting results in the Europa League, getting into finals within his first 2 seasons. And Jurgen Klopp, for me, is, he's the German manager I'd love to have, man. And him and Nagelsmann are managers that are going to do... Klopp is still, he's 52, but he's still going to manage at least another 8 years in the top level. And he has a chance to really solidify Liverpool. Jupp would have won at least 2 of those finals. That's for sure. If we had Jupp Heynckes under the Pep era, right, we never had Pep. Jupp stayed for an extra 3 years. We're winning another 2 Champions Leagues. I'm guaranteeing you that. Because if you look at it, the way we were playing, the way we were dominating teams, big games, little games, we were dominating. And then when Pep came in, we just started dominating. We started passing sexier, and sexy football doesn't always mean you get a baby out of it, right? You can have all the sexy football you want. The girl can twerk on you all she wants, but you can have all the fun you want. But if you don't actually go ahead and infuse it, and Jesus Christ, that's a dead analogy. If you don't actually penetrate, you'll never have a baby. Jupp Heynckes, played the sexy football, but he also penetrated, right? And we got a baby out of it, and it's called the UEFA Champions League. How does everyone feel about that analogy? It's a bit dirty, isn't it? In 2 years max, we need a winger. Yeah. CDM. I think Adrian Fein is going to be the CDM. Let's see what Flick can do. So far, he's doing good. Yeah, Hansi Flick is doing good, right? But for me, he's not better than Jurgen Klopp. I would give Hansi Flick away for Jurgen Klopp tomorrow. You know what Jurgen Klopp would do with our budget and the money we've given him? It's immense. So yeah, everyone, we're doing the 500 subscriber giveaway. It's happening. So thank you all so much for watching. There's 20 people in here. I'm really grateful to just share the platform. I tried to do a live call-in today, but no one joined. And you can still join it on the Discord. But rename your channel to Analogies 101. Jupp 8 Spanish teams alive. I mean, Mourinho said he cried after he lost to Jupp Heynckes in 2013, was it? Or was it 2012? I don't know. Mourinho said he was one of the only... Because we were winning on penalties. We never win on penalties. We never won on penalties versus Pep. I think we went to one penalty shootout and lost. Juventus. Think about that Juventus game. Should we have won it the way we did? No. We shouldn't have won 4-2 on aggregate. We should have lost. I mean, was it 4-2 or... I don't know. I think we won 4-2 in extra time. I don't know. The Juventus game, we shouldn't have won it. Juventus outplayed us. We won it because of individual brilliance. Not because Pep made our team, he gave us something good, And we never passed the finals. We never went to the finals. If Pep went to the finals and lost it twice, after being in the semifinals 3 years, I would have been like, okay, cool, you lost 2 finals, that's fine. But if he never actually got to the final, that's my problem. Jack, you don't have to speed. You don't. Oh my God, why do I never have any mods on the stream, man? I'll just make someone new a mod. Who should I make a mod? Someone who's been here a while. Stu is not even active right now on the channel. Bro, I can read the comment. I can see it, but you just can't be spamming, man. I can definitely read it. Thank you, Stu. You can say it once, and I'll read it. I read it the first few times you said it. Muller scored the 2-2 in the 90th minute. In the 90th minute. After that, we dominated overtime and won by 2 goals from Thiago and Coman. Yeah. And won by 2 goals. Yeah. See, if under Jupp Heynckes, we would just win that game because Juventus weren't better than us on paper. Vulcan, but to be fair, you also need a bit of luck. You don't need luck. When you're in the finals 3 years in a row, you win it. You'll win it once. Hitzfeld didn't need luck when he won in 2001 after he was in the final for... Exactly. So, there's no such thing as luck in football, man. You build your own luck. You create your luck. Pep ruined his own luck. Look at the game versus Spurs last season where City lost. If you look at what happened, it's Pep's fault. The formation changes. Look at the game versus Real Madrid a month or two ago. The game Pep had him. He won it, but did you see the formation Pep played? What if he lost? Then he created his own luck. Pep has this stupid thing he does in big games where he'll maybe choose a different player for no damn reason. Maybe it's a tactical thing, but I don't know. He just does dumb things which ruin his luck. And then people tell me it's about luck. It's not about luck. It's not luck that we win a treble and then 3 years after we never get to the final and keep losing in the semifinals. That's not even luck. That's not even bad luck. That's just something wrong with you. Maybe we'll talk about Pep another day. Because people love talking about how we played nice football, but yeah, it's fine. You can play all the, like I said, you can't get a baby just by kissing a girl, and you can't make a baby out of that. You gotta actually add some intercourse in that. And Pep can't. Pep never got his teams to penetrate teams. And you know what? At the end of it, Jude Pancakes did, and he got a baby out of it, and it's called the UEFA Champions League. And that's how it is. Are you a trainer or are you just a football lover? I'm not a trainer, but I aspire to be a manager one day. And I'd rather play Simeone. Simeone, at least he's been to finals. Simeone, Pep isn't on the level of Simeone in terms of building a team. People criticize Simeone for the way he plays, but would you play attacking, attractive football? Actually, they do play attractive football, just for maybe 5 minutes accumulated in a game because they don't have the ball that much. But would you be playing attractive football with the budget Simeone got, with a team that had survived relegation? You couldn't. So Simeone, man. Yeah, but what do you think about Union Berlin, the top flight? I want more teams like that. I also really want Hertha Berlin to succeed with the money they're spending. The more successes in the league, the better. The more recognitions the league has. Let's say Hertha Berlin in the Champions League semifinals, and they have Piatek, Kunha, all these talents in their team, and a great manager. It's only good for the league. It only improves the league. It only improves the quality of it. And the Bundesliga, if it continues on the path it's on, it already has better stadiums and better fans and atmospheres than the Premier League. So if it continues on this path, it'll be better than the Premier League in a few years. But it has to be strategically planned. They have to, Leipzig, teams like Leipzig and Dortmund have to be better and smarter. And especially this period, there's going to be a lot of teams that people didn't know before, and now they're going to know. Diego Simeone is an underrated man. He's one of the best managers in the world. I think people disrespect Simeone because he plays a certain way, but Simeone can get his team to go win. It's not luck though. Did you look at it's not just luck to get your team in extra time to go score the goals. The substitutions he made worked. It's not just a damn coincidence, because would Pep ever win against Liverpool in the way Simeone did? No, he wouldn't. And that's what I'm saying though. That's what I'm saying. There's a difference between this Pep guy and other managers that have gotten a lot less. Pep has been that privileged kid that has a business with $2 billion worth, but he got 500 million to start his business. That's the thing with Pep. I want Bayern to win the Champions League with Lewandowski, Sane. Lewa needs it. Yeah, if you guys, think about it. Kids are gonna look. Kids our age, my age, I'm 17, right? People our age are gonna look. I'm whatever age you are. They're going to look and go, oh my God, Lewandowski, top 5 scorer, UEFA Champions League. How many Champions League did he win? It better not say none. It better say 2. Lewandowski needs to win 2 Champions League to be put in the all-time great in terms of strikers, because that would make people, at the end of the day, we'll know how Lewandowski played. We'll know how brilliant he was. But if he doesn't lift this trophy like this, the Bundesliga, he can hold like this, right, and jump around. The DFB Cup, he can hold like this. But the Champions League, the 2 little things on the side, when he holds that twice in his career, they're going to recognize him as an all-time great. That's just how it's going to work. Leo and Thiago, Thiago too, right? People will never, that's why people call Javi Martinez a legend, because although Javi isn't this, isn't the only, for me a legend is someone who actually changes something, he's so good at football, the way, the football, everything, he's perfect. That's a legend for me. Javi Martinez isn't he's a player. He's a cult hero. He was in a side that won the Champions League, but he's gonna be more remembered than Thiago if Thiago can't lift up the Champions League trophy. And the same thing with Pep. If we're gonna rate players based on their Champions League and how many they won, look how many people rate Steven Gerrard just because he lifted the Champions League in 2006. If he never lifts that Champions League, no one cares. If Lampard never lifts it, no one cares, right? So we need these players to lift the Champions League. Martinez was so good and important. He and Thiago are both he's not a legend. And I mean, okay, just look at. He's a legend. He's a cult hero. There's a difference. For me, a legend is someone who forever will just imprinted their way and philosophy into our club. He barely played under Pep that much. Xabi Alonso replaced. He was on the bench. Just because he won the treble and played well. Yeah, cool. So many players have played. Was Dante a legend? He won a treble too. This year was Bayern's year with the Champions League. We will still get it because we're the best and most organized team in the world. And there's talk. I mean, it's probably confirmed by now. Maybe in a month or so. In August, they'll play the Champions League. August 29th, the Champions League final will take place. So basically 2 months from now. 2 months from now. Or actually 3 months almost. Jesus Christ, that's a long time. But, I mean, we'll get every single league. I mean, I'm guessing they're planning to finish every league and then get the Champions League back. We need to dominate Europe. Yeah, we do need to dominate Europe. Javi Martinez, for me, is like Pep Guardiola here. He did well, but just not perfect. There's no one perfect. And for me, I'm too much into technicality. I like technical players. And maybe Javi has the tackling ability, but can you tell me if he's the one of the most superb defensive midfielders in history? No, you can't. You can't tell me that. Can you tell me he had a massive influence on our team? Yes, but who do you want as Lewa when he retires? Who do you want as Lewa replacement when he retires? I think I just want Lezegzi because there's no difference between them. There's a difference between a hero and a legend. Thank you. A hero is someone who he helps you. He's there and he played well. And a legend is like not only a club legend. In order to be a legend, for me, other people, other fans of football in general, like for example, if you tell anyone Bastian Schweinsteiger, they'll just say legend of the game. Because he's one of, Javi, if you have to say Javi's a legend, you have to put him in the top 50 of midfielders of all time. And he's not even in the top 200. There's so many midfielders that could have done what he did. And he's not a legend for that reason. I'm sorry. I just don't believe it. You need to be at the club for more years than Thiago and Dante. You can be a club hero, but you can't. Second-rate legend. That's a hero. There's legend, hero, and by hero maybe cult hero, right? And then there's the other stuff like very good player, meh, and then there's crap. There's levels to it, Maybe just bench players. Like for example, if you're gonna say Javi Martinez was a hero, you have to say Rafinha was a hero because he won Bundesliga titles and DFB Cups, and they both had a similar amount of game time. So Javi didn't play that much since Juppin kicks because different managers would play him as center back, right? Pep played him as center back a lot, which is another stupid thing Pep did. He played him as center back a lot. I don't know, man. Ndidi, Wilfred Ndidi would be perfect. Thiago can become a legend. He can. Why? Because he's one of the most influential players in the world. He's a world-class player. Thiago is a world-class midfielder. He can become a legend. But, let's shout out the channel because that's all I do anyways. So, we're currently at 324 if you want to. I mean, the live show that I wanted to do with live call-ins totally didn't fail. I apologize for not planning ahead. I just thought of it before the stream. I was like, I'm going to do live call-ins, and I spent about 5 minutes thinking about it. So I'm sorry that I didn't do it. Rafa is a hero. I would agree that Javi is no legend, but please don't compare him to Rafinha. Well, Rafinha played well at times, didn't he? So he's a legend. For me, maybe it's just I put my standards are too high, right? For me, when I say legend of the club, I'm thinking... I automatically go Thomas Muller. He literally influenced football in general. He's the reason players like Dele Alli exist and all these players. He's the reason so many players exist. right? For me, when I think of legend, I think of Franz Beckenbauer. I think of Karl-Heinz Rummenigge. I think of Gerd Muller, one of the coldest, 365 goals. This guy could literally score a goal every single day, every year, 1 year straight. He could have been scoring 365 goals, man. That's what I mean when I say legend. He scored 40 goals, holds that record. What does Javi's not on the deal though? To subscribe. Thank you so much for subscribing to the channel. I'm living near Munich. Trust me, we love Rafa. You're Rafinha. I mean, there is that, right? Different fans have different opinions. It's just my opinion. It doesn't. You can think Javi Martinez is a legend, but there's no way you can convince me, and there's definitely no way I can convince you. It's all about fan opinion. Yeah, thank goodness. I made a video yesterday and it didn't upload for a good few hours. I don't know why. What was going on with my YouTube account, but it didn't work. But yeah, so let's get this to 3:30 by the end of the today. I'm about to end the stream here. We're about to end. Rafinha was SHIT versus Liverpool. I mean, we were all crap against Liverpool. I mean, you can all see, that's what I mean when we talk about fanship. We are so sentimental. What sentimental means is we are so momentarily. We only think about that one moment that makes them something, that one tackle, that one goal. Like, we never really think about their overall game. Overall, as a player, Javi Martinez is on the level of Rafinha for me. He's not a good footballer. He can tackle. That's it. He can tackle. That's it. He can't spray a 60 billion yard pass, right? For example, we like to look at Javi and say he made a lot of tackles. But what's the difference between him and someone like a Xabi Alonso? There's none. There's the very. Why is Javi then not a Spain legend? He's not, because he doesn't. Does he even get picked for Spain? Did he ever even get picked for Spain? I don't know. Boateng has helped to. He played superb in the last few months, but bro, we have to think about the future. You know, he was playing crap before those last few months. Before 3 months ago, actually 4 months now, because it's been since January when he came back from the break. Boateng's playing well, but before that he was crap. So there is a good reason to let him go. Shaw, I'm back, and let's talk about Coman going to Man United. You can have him all you want. So yeah, that's it for the stream, everyone. Obviously, there's 2 videos every single day, so in about 2 hours there'll be another video. But thank you all so much for watching. Keep subscribing and liking and sharing the videos. Mia san mia, and peace. Why am I turning off the thing first? I gotta turn off the stream. That makes more sense.